going to start out with what is a short business loan proposal, and then from there we'll add on all the ingredients and all the different things that really add to it. And then there'll also be a lot of information on how to act when you're at the getting a business loan, in certain situations and everything. So it should go pretty well. So anyway, thank you. Hi, this is actually my very first video, so don't hold it against me. Anyway, in getting a bank loan or a business loan, and that's what this is about. The bank proposal is a very important tool that you would use to go in and talk to a bank or a not-for-profit that's going to give you a loan, or whoever that might be. And there's like 8 things that I would write up when I did a bank proposal. We had the people that gave us the 200-page bank proposal, and we'd look at it, and we'd always turn to about three to 5 different things. You'd always turn to the personal financial statement. You would turn to any financials the company had. You would turn to projections, especially if it was a startup. And then, of course, you would look at the any financial analysis they have. And, of course, the main thing would be the project cost and description of that cost. So anyway, number 1 would be a history of the business and management of the business. So even though you've never ran a business before, you still want to have a management component of that. So you would use things in your background that would show that you can manage things. The history of the business, if you had a business already, you would write down, what the business did, how long you were in business, la di da. If it's a projected, if it's a brand new business, then you really want to kind of do it as a description of what you want the business to be, and then go into, after that, your management aspect. The second thing would be the project cost and description. And a lot of people don't think that much about that. Really, bankers are going to look that stuff up. They're going to, if you're wanting to buy certain equipment, they're going to look it up before they give you the money, they're going to look it up on the internet to see what that equipment really cost. There's ways that you can get used equipment, but usually we're talking brand new equipment. The next would be the personal financial statement and credit score. You want to absolutely know your credit score, and you want to absolutely, I will get into later a personal financial statement on a lot of things that you can do to kind of make it look better. And they're all legal. You're not doing anything illegal, but it's just the way you present it. There's certain things that they can look up, and there's certain things they cannot look up. So anyway, there's ways of doing that, but you will have to have a personal financial statement. Either use a bank's or use SBA's personal financial statement. And then run your credit. Go to Credit Karma or something like that and run your credit and know they don't come out with an exact score, but it's pretty close. So you want to come out with have your score and know what it is. And we'll talk about that at a later time too. The next would be financials and cash flow of the business. If you already have a business and you have tax returns, then you want to look at those. And there's a certain way of looking at those and looking at the history, looking at the timelines to see really what the trends are for sales, what the trends are for income. And then also there's a way of doing the cash flow of the business, and we'll teach you that. But that's really, making sure you got enough money to pay the debt that you're going to have with this business loan. Number 5 would be projected financials, and also a cash flow using the projected. Even if you're a current business and you've got good financials, you still probably want to do a projected to show whoever's going to make the decision on this loan, to show them, where you intend to go, how fast you tend to expand, and to make sure, of course, like before, that you can actually pay off this loan. The 6th would be financial analysis, and that is where you would almost have to have a professional, but I can kind of, what I'll do is I'm going to do another video that'll talk about the financial analysis and really how you should look at it. And you want to look at it the way that the lenders look at it, because then they're not going to have to do a whole lot of work. And the whole point of doing this bank proposal is that the bank won't have to do any work, or whoever looks at it. They can take this thing and they can check your numbers, but they can basically take it and copy it and give it to their people, show it at their board meeting. So it's a lot better to give them the information, as long as it's accurate, to give them the information that they don't have to sit there on a Saturday and write up this loan proposal at 3 o'clock on a Saturday when they should be doing something else. The seventh thing would be collateral. And I know a lot of businesses, if you're looking at this video, you probably don't have a whole lot of collateral. To banks, the best collateral is cash in the bank that you can assign. Most people don't have that. The next best thing would be like equipment or a car, or actually a house would be the second best, I guess, if you had real estate. And then number 3 would be like equipment or a car or something. So anyway, you got to know what collateral you're going to have, and the less collateral, the more that you might need, like an SBA loan or something to augment that application. The last part is a summary, and a lot of times if you have like a little table of contents and the banker looks at it and he sees the summary, he may just switch to the summary real quick just to see if he really wants to continue looking at this. And a lot of times they're going to run your credit. I've seen them run your credit when you're there. I didn't do that, but I knew a lot of lenders that would run it while you were there, and if you had a low credit score, they just say, hey, see you later, we're done. So anyway, so that's another reason why you want to know what that credit score is. But the summary does a lot of things. It really shows the bank exactly kind of what, exactly what this whole thing is about, and kind of condenses it down to a couple paragraphs. And of course, you're going to make yourself look good in that summary. So, but anyway, when I say make yourself look good, I don't talk about lying. I don't think I've ever lied on an application, but a lot of times you really want to not stretch the truth. You want to. There's a gray area there, and most bankers know that you're gonna come right up against that gray area. So anyway, they kind of know that. So really, you want to put your best foot forward, and you want to give the best presentation you can to try to get that business loan. Normally, business loans are with banks. I forget which robber it was, but they said, why do you rob banks? He goes, that's where the money is. And banks have the money, and they have the money to lend. So that's why most people go to banks. And we'll have another video that'll cover a whole bunch of different types of places that you can go to get a loan other than a bank. Anyway, this is my bank proposal. It's a short bank proposal. Or loan proposal. It can be used for any entity that you're borrowing money from. It is a simple eight-step process, and I'm going to do individual videos on all these steps. So you'll have individual videos on each one, and I'll put out about 2 a week. So if you're looking at this one today or tomorrow, it's going to be a while before I can put them all out. But anyway, it will. I guarantee you will use the information. I guarantee the information will be relevant. I guarantee the information will be accurate. Anyway, thank you very much. That's the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, because there will be a lot of really good information coming up. And you can always, if you subscribe, you can always go back in and look at past videos and things of if things that interest you or things that you have to know because you're getting a loan. And this will cover not just getting your first loan. This will cover if you've been in business for years and you're getting other loans. So, hey, if you could subscribe, and if you got any good information out of this, which I think you did. Only you are the judge, but if you did, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.